Hello guys, I know I haven't posted in 2 weeks, so why not right now? So yeah, pretty much where we left off was pretty much Izuku winning the swimming competition, and yeah, so we're gonna skip 2 days, because in those 2 days, they did nothing. And yeah, now we go to the third day, Izuku wakes up, and that's when he looks at his phone and gets a text by the teachers, and saying, all students please meet up, or all students must meet up at check-in at 12 o'clock. Please and thank you. And Izuku looks, it's about 8 o'clock. He says, okay. He gets up and goes to eat. He sees a lot of people there, but just ignores them and just eats. He doesn't really do anything for a little bit. He looks at the pool and just kind of sees it's pretty busy in there, so he doesn't want to go in there. He looks at your gym and says, probably do a workout, but I won't be able to do it fully, so probably not. So he just goes back to his room and just makes his bed. And yeah. Finally, it's about 11:20, or let's say 11:40. Izuku starts heading downstairs just to wait. He gets down there and he sees quite a bit of people are just waiting too. And that's when he sees Kaminari down there. He says, oh, hey Kaminari. He says, hey Midoriya, how are you? And he says, nothing much, just kind of woke up, you know. Says, I see. And they're just talking for a little bit, and then it finally hits 50. Everyone starts coming downstairs and just waits. And May comes up to Midoriya and Kaminari and says, oh, hey guys. And they just all have a little talk to each other. Finally, it turns 12, and Izawa comes out of nowhere and just says, okay, today we'll be starting our training. Remember I said this will take about 2 weeks. So, we will begin by going through other stations. Everyone will be in different areas for most days, and you might be going back to the same area to learn new stuff or just to practice over things again. Understand? And everyone says hi. And he says, okay, so please go back to your rooms and get your hero costumes. If you already have them, please stay down here. Everyone besides Midoriya and a few other kids go. And everyone actually had their briefcase, and Midoriya just didn't. So everyone was confused. That's when Tetsu comes up to him and says, hey, aren't you going to go get your costume? And he says, I already have them. It's always on me. He says, what do you mean by that? And Azala says, oh, yes, Midoriya. Did you find any improvements to your costume? And he says, nothing much. Just kind of made it more agility-like so I can move around faster. He says, I see. Anyways, are you ready to go then? And he says, yeah, okay. And he says, okay then. Well, you'll be assigned to go on patrol today. Okay. And he says, yeah, of course. And yeah. Then Izuku just heads outside, and Tetsu is confused. He asks Izawa, so what's his costume, if I may ask? Because, I mean, he's just wearing regular clothes, isn't he not? And he says, oh, yes, he is. But his costume is his necklace. And when Midoriya stepped out, he crossed his arms and his suit came on. And Tetsu saw it for the first time, his Black Panther suit. And he says, oh, wow, I see. He says, yeah, really hard to hit through. And yeah, Izuku just waits outside for his group that he's going on patrol with, and the pro hero that he's going with. And finally, everyone else gets their costumes and is assigned. Midoriya's group is Monoma, Uraka, Kendo, and let's say Sue, right? Suyu. And sorry. But yeah. And there's an ad break. What do we got? No. Oh, this one's a good one. But yeah. And they all get going, and the pro hero that they're going with is a pro hero, just some random one. Let's say Hydro Pump, right? And let's say Hydro Pump says, "Okay, guys, we gotta get going. Midoriya, please take, let's say, Monoma and Kendo to this area. Suyu, Araka, you're with me, please. Thank you." And Midoriya says, "Of course." And they start heading out. Monoma is confused why Midoriya is the leader. He says, "I should be the leader, to be honest. You're just what? A person in a suit? Look at my costume, it's splendid. And whenever I need to, I'll just copy your quirk." And he says, "Monoma, if you touch me, I will break you. Simple enough. Just copy Kendo's. I don't need you copying anything from me." And I doubt it'll work because mine comes with and I've trained, so even if you did take it, I would still be able to kick your ass easily. And he just keeps walking and just saying hi to people, checking on them. Monoma's just a little dumbfounded by this because he just got told off easily, and Monoma's pissed about it. But I gotta make sure I don't run over a charger when I'm going by, because I want to fix my chair. Okay, there we go. But yeah, he's just dumbfounded. And Kendo kind of scuffs about, or just laughs about it by a little, just making sure he doesn't hear it, and just keeps going. They keep going, and nothing really happens. Izuku's just saying hi to people. Everyone's having a good time. You know, they even stopped for once for ice cream, and they just kept going. And now let's go to Asui and them. They're going, and Hydro Pump is just talking about what it's really like to be on patrol and what you really want to be looking out for. And all of a sudden, that's when you hear an explosion. The three girls who look in, they see it's a robbery with about 10 villains. 2 with looks like transformation, and the rest quirks like other things like that. And that's when she called in Izuku and said, "Meet me at my location, please. We got a robbery in suit. 10 villains. Please hurry." And Midori said, "Copy. Guys, when you head to Hydro Pump's location now, they have a robbery in suit. Let's go." And Midori starts running away. Kendo just going, and so is Monoma. Kendo using her quirk to just move quickly, while Monoma just copied it just to do the same. And Izuku's there before them, and he says, "I'm here." And Hydro Pump says, "Where's your group?" While between a fight, shooting water at them. And he says, "They're on their way. I was just a little faster than them." And she says, "Okay, help me out, would you?" And she just keeps shooting water, but it's not hitting them hard enough. And he says, "Yeah." And he just throws himself into the person, hitting their side. And she was shocked about how strong he hit him. And Izuku did not care. He just kept hitting anyone that was a villain in his way. He knocked the guy out with that throw. He knocked the guy out easily. And Izuku just walked menacingly to the others, shaking his head side to side, just laughing a little, saying, "Oh, this is disappointing. And here I thought I would have a little challenge at least." And the villains start shooting at him, even trying to hit him, but Izuku just disarms them easily and knocks them out. The girls are also having some. Suyu and Uraka are just taking down the guys easily. Monoma and Kendo finally got there and helped out. Hydro Pump just helped out the other 4, while Izuku dealt with his on his own. Izuku's taken out, let's say, 4. The others have taken out 2. So if my math is right, that's 6. And let's say Izuku had the last 2. The 4 got the last 2, and Izuku had the last 2. Or Izuku, you know what I meant. Izuku has the last 2. Okay. And let's say that Izuku saw one of them trying to run away with all the money. He says, "Damn it!" And he tries to go for him, but he gets stopped by sludge, and he says, "What the hell is this?" He looks back and sees the villain holding him back, smiling, saying, "Yeah, I don't care. I will make sure he gets away with our money." Izuku just looks at him, and all of a sudden, his body just started turning purple, or where the lines were. And he was confused, and all of a sudden, a big outburst of shockwave came out of him. And Izuku just stood there looking at him while he is on the ground, knocked out. He says, should have been prepared, and runs after him. Hydro Pump says, "Wait, hold on." But Izuku's gone already. And this villain had a speed type quirk. Let's say, like, he could summon a little air cloud, I guess, right? And he just tried to get away. He thought he was away from Izuku in time, but in reality, Izuku was just right beside him. And he says, "So, where are we going with the money, huh?" And the guy looks and tries to hit him with some type of pole, but it didn't even work. Izuku says, "Oh, we're not saying?" And Izuku just hits him in the head, knocking him down. The civilians are just looking at this, while Izuku just pinned him to the ground, holding him by his neck. And everyone's taking photos of him and just saying, "Wow, look at that hero," right? And Izuku just gets a pole and just ties it around him. And he says, "Okay, I'll wait for the heroes." And that's when he pulls up, or that's when he just looks at his time. Because in this suit, what I've put in it, or what I've thought about it is, with the vibranium, he could pretty much project holograms, and he could just move whenever. But he looks and sees where the patrol is. And he just sees, okay, they're pretty close by. And he just waits and trying to just control the civilians from freaking out or just trying to get too close. Hydro Pump finally gets there and says, "Oh, you got him, Izuku? Or you got him, what's your hero name again?" Says, "Just call me Panther, call me the Black Panther." And she says, "Sorry, you got him, Black Panther?" And he says, "Yes." And he says, "Yes, of course." Which is pretty easy to get. The money's right here, all of it. I counted it and made sure the civilians didn't try to steal any also. And she says, "Oh, good job. Have you done patrols? But you're first year, aren't you?" And he says, "Yes, I am." She says, "Oh, you're the one that had a lot of good grades in the entrance, huh?" And he said, "Yes, I did." And she said, "Oh, okay." And finally the police arrive and they are done for the day. But Izuku was asked by Hydro Pump if he would go on night patrol also. He says, "Yeah, I'll be happy to do that. My suit's kind of made for that." She says, "Oh, okay. You'll also be having a new squad for this too." And he said, "Oh, okay." And Monoma, Kendo, Tsuyu, and Ochako leave, but she says, "Tsuyu, can you please stay? I would like you to be over here too. I would like you two to be a stealth ops for tonight." And he says, "Oh, okay. So this is just gonna be me and her." And she said, No. I have 2 other kids coming. Actually, no, I have 4 more." And he says, "Okay. How long will it take, if I may ask?" She says, "About 20 minutes. So you could take a break, take off your suit." And he says, "Okay." He crosses his arms, and it just comes off. And she says, "Oh, very high tech, don't you think?" And he says, "It's okay. I just did it. I don't know." Right? And he doesn't really know how to take compliments like that. And she says, "Oh, okay." And after a little bit, or after 20 minutes, finally they come. You have Kaminari, Mina Ashido, Mei Hatsume, and you also have, let's say, Tokiyami, yeah. Dungeon, anyways, but yeah. And he says, "Oh, hey Kaminari, hey May." And they said, "Oh, hey, Zuko, how'd it go?" He says, "Oh, it was pretty good. I already took out a few guys today, so it wasn't that hard." And he put on his suit again, and everyone was pretty shocked besides Hydra Pump, Suyu, and all of them. Pretty much the people that were there. And besides Kaminari and May. But yeah. And she says, "Well, we'll be doing night patrol, and the reason I selected you is because how well you did today, and also what you're capable to do. Suyu, I noticed that you're able to easily get around people while being quiet. I'm guessing it's because your camouflage ability, because you have the frog quirk, right?" And she says, "Yes, it is." He says, "Okay. Kaminari, I chose you because you could take out electricity easily, and we'll be needing that tonight." He says, "Oh, okay, I'm kind of getting what we're doing tonight." And he says, "Good." She says, "Good. May, I chose you for a few reasons." And she says, "Why?" And she says, "Easily. Because we could use you as a recon, and if we need to, your second ability will come in easily. You see, if someone is trying to escape, you could easily trap them with your projectiles, making sure they come back inside." And she says, "Oh, okay." Mina Ishida. She says, "Yes, I chose you so you could go in with Izuku sometime. So you could go in with Izuku and cause some havoc sometimes with me and Izuku." And she says, "What do you mean?" "Well, I heard from the pro hero today that you worked with, is that you were easily able to take out the robots that you practiced with today." She says, "Oh, thank you." And she says, "No worries. And Izuku, I chose you for I already know why. And if the other team's wondering, you took out most of the group besides 4. Or how much did you take out?" He says, "I took out about 6. You guys took out about 4." And she says, "Oh, okay. Well, anyways, we're gonna meet up with the police about 20 minutes. So just get ready, hero costumes, and get prepared. We're doing a break-in tonight, or not a break-in. We're doing a break-in. Yeah, I'll just call it a break-in. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'll be right back." Okay, but yeah. Anyways, like I was saying, about 29, let's say about 20 minutes. I don't know, I was about to say 29, but about 20 minutes, they finally come, and the cops are showing the plan. And Izuku's making suggestions about it, or asking questions. In one part, they said that they're breaching in here. But Izuku said, "Wait, if we're breaching in here, shouldn't we have some people to be here and here, and maybe even up here? Because if so, they might try to escape, or already know that they're about to get raided tonight." And the cops think about this and said, "Okay, you go by yourself, because we've heard about you. You're capable. You stay up here. You go up there." And pretty much they're just telling him to go on the roof. And he's like, "Got it." And yeah, they tell May to be ready at all times. And yeah, and make sure you have comms for everyone. And she said, "Of course." And that's when they all get prepared. The police send out a flare, and the police already have barricades up all around for like miles, because just in case the kids can't keep them in, they're all ready to go. Sorry, I got hiccups right now. Oh, dude, I just ate an ice cream cone too. But yeah, and they send out a flare, and the villains inside noticed it and said, "Damn it, he's gonna get mad at us. You, teleport guy." He looks behind him and says, "Name's Kodikiri. What? Send this stuff to him now, or else doesn't matter. He wants this in. Send it in. It's complete. Hurry up. It's not all that he wanted, but if he wants it still, he better want it, because we're all about to get captured." And he says, "Fine. We'll break you out later. You understand? We need you for our plan later on." And all of a sudden, he teleports with the stuff. And the villain said, "Let's make a stand. Fight. Got it? No one leaves. We already have this stuff turned in. So, no matter what, we can't die. I don't think so." And all of a sudden, you hear a knock at the door. One of the villains say, "Who is it?" He yells loud. And they said, "It's the police. Let us in or we're coming in with brute force." And that's when the lights went out. They said, "Damn it, they have someone with an electricity quirk. Be ready." Everyone starts going. There's a villain that has a light type quirk and sends out lights everywhere around people. He says, "There are lights on, everyone." And that's when you hear glass shatter. They said, "Wait, that's not the front door. Everyone, get together in a way. Be in groups. Do not let the heroes take you down." And they're just scared. The police are confused. Why did the glass break? Why are they scared? And that's when you hear screaming and gunshots, loud bangs inside. They said, "Wait, what's going on? Go, go, go." They all break in. And when they're in, they all have lights. They have lights on them. That's when they see it. Midoriya is destroying them. Just kicking them, punching them, clawing at them, sending off his own burst of vibranium. He is just destroying everyone. There's about 200 in there. 50 are down easily. Everyone is in shock. The heroes start helping out though. The cops too. They just start helping, and Mina helps Midoriya, and everything goes well. At the end of it, May's caught 3 people that tried to escape, and Kaminari also helped out with his shot to get this guys. But yeah. And sorry, I was turning off music. But yeah, the officer goes up to him and hits Suzuku in the head. Says, "Damn it, you didn't wait for our signal, did you?" And he says, "I did. It's when that flare goes off and the lights go out, I go in. That's what I was told. Now, if you excuse me, I have to go somewhere else tomorrow." And Izuku takes off his suit and he goes home and just heads back to the hotel. And Izuku is pissed off about that because he did what he was told to, and he easily did it way better than they would have done it. And the chief goes up, tries to follow him and yell at him, but the pro hero says, "Knock it off. He did what he was supposed to. I told him to. When the lights go out, he goes in. That's all I told him." He says, "Well, that's not what the plan was." She says, "Yes, it wasn't the plan, but I knew what he was capable of. So if you want to keep arguing, we can. But he wasn't capable, was he not?" The chief scoffs and says yes and walks off. She says, "God, that poor kid." Poor kid. And she just walks off. We go to Izuku, just taking a shower and just pissed off a little bit. And let's say when he was done, he looked at his phone and got a text message and saying that there is a dinner for them. He says, "Okay." He gets dressed and heads downstairs. Everyone's already eating. Midoriya just eats a little bit and goes back to his room. Give me a second. And everyone really notices this, that Izuku's pretty down right now. And the only reason Izuku's really down about this is because he's never really been spoken to like that, besides his mom. And his mom hasn't texted him in a while, so the last thing she's texted him is that she's really stressed about work right now, so she can't really talk. Give me a second. And yeah, no one really checks up on him. May wants to text him, but just wants to leave him alone, so he goes to bed for that night. And yeah, I won't do anything else for today's episode. And yeah, also I am thinking about starting the next series soon. So what my idea is, I know I've done it before, but I think I could do a lot better. Actually, hold on. I forgot about it. Hold on, give me a second. Yeah. Spider-Man deku. Yeah. But yeah, that's pretty much what I'm thinking about. That, or I'm gonna do deku with a dark saber. I got a few ideas coming in the future. But first, I want to finish this, so be looking forward to probably 5 more episodes to this. I'm probably going to make them 1 hour at least, so 5 hours of content. So yeah, thanks guys. See ya.